If you happen to be curious where all the tropical activity is, if you're out in the Atlantic, I found it. It's here in the Western Pacific. Three storm systems right now. You have Muifa, which is now pulling away from the southern Japanese islands, heading out towards Shanghai, one of the largest cities on Earth. Another one, newly developed here, has not been given a name yet. Will be once JMA upgrades it to a tropical storm, being called 16 though right now, expecting to move towards southern Japan as well. And then Merbach, that's way out here. Could be an extratropical low impacting the Aleutians maybe later on this week. But overall, these are the two storms that definitely keeping a close eye on. Of course, very strong Typhoon Muifa brought winds, heaviest rainfall, in fact, in the month of September for one of the islands out here between Miyako and Ishigaki-jima, and now I'm moving on shore as about a Category 1 on the Saffir-Simpson scale right near Shanghai. So they're definitely going to be looking at some nasty weather. I mean, if you take a look at radar, still holding a pretty symmetrical eye in here. Still got those bands wrapping around, even some bands pushing out towards parts of Okinawa today. This could bring some local gusty conditions on top of that. So, yeah, this system, it's been taking its time, been stirring up the waters too, which is good news because that causes a little bit of upwelling, less energy for our next storm system, which is expected to move towards the north and west and intensify into a typhoon before making landfall here in the Amami Islands. That is Amami, Kagoshima, Sakurajima, right in here. You got Nagasaki and Fukuoka just a little bit further towards north. I mean, they're all going to probably get some pretty good rainfall. The further north these storms get into Japan, really our threat changes more from the high damaging winds to the heavy rainfall. But you can see that this is wrapping up, and look at all the moisture it's tapping into further down towards the south, coming in out of the tropics. So, I mean, it's got a lot of energy to work with here as we look ahead into the latter part of the week, heading into the weekend as well. So, a few things to talk about. I mean, look at that. Just all sorts of moisture from these three systems and the flow down towards the south across the Philippines. I mean, boy, it's a busy day in the tropics.